Hey, everybody in the YouTubies. Just thinking about reminiscing about a game I got right here that I'm playing. So, SmackDown versus Raw 2009. And believe it or not, this game came out in 2008. No shock. Really, seriously, a shock. But, yeah. Basically, this game gets a lot of flack. It's not comparable to games in the SmackDown versus Raw series that people kind of talk about with fond memories. But I'm going to play it. And I'm going to show you guys why I think this game is underrated. Speaking of rated, we're talking about the rated R Superstar. 8 seats. Now, as you can see, the champ is here. Now, I don't want people to know that I, John Cena, truly am a great guy when it comes to playing video games. I play video games all the time. I play them in the house. I play them in it. I play them in out. I play them everywhere. And I know for a fact that being an awesome video game player is very important. It's very unique. And sometimes, you have to do what you gotta do. So, without further ado, we're gonna play this SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. By the way, I'm in this game literally in every SmackDown game, period. With the exception of the ones that were, not as good. I'm talking about you, SmackDown 1, 2. Just break it. Shut your mouth. Here comes the pain thing. I was the great. I was like the GOAT. I said the GOAT of GOATs. But this game had so many things I think that were going pretty good. The roster, of course, different, of course. You have like any installment in a WWE game. And then you had newcomers like Kofi Kingston and so forth. The Brian Cage, Paul London, the tag team back then. But yeah, all the stuff on this game was pretty awesome. It had a different feel than the last one, 2008. But then again, I think every SmackDown vs. Raw game had something different. As related to either the gameplay. I know how people talk about 2K20 being awful with the controls. They feel like some of the things, but if you think about it, pretty much from my recollection, every SmackDown vs. Raw game had something different with its controls. MVP, but okay, so we got of course the exhibition. You got this was actually the first game to have Road to WrestleMania. Last year, the one in 2008 had the 24/7 mode, which was okay. I mean, people bitched about it. You had different stuff you could do in there, like go to the movies and all that, go to this and do that, and go on dates and all that. Yeah, but I like this right here with my WWE. You can kind of edit your roster. This was, I believe, the first game that had highlight reel. I actually tried highlight reel. I believe I did a Cody Rhodes thing. I'm not for sure if I still have that save on this particular game, but you also have Road to WrestleMania, like I said. Of course, this will be the first game that had it. The game modes, actually, like I said, you have career mode. Yes, you have career mode in this game. A career mode. And tournament mode. But there is the rated R Superstar. Like when you can click into different things and actually be able to see different wrestlers' pictures. Also, this is another thing I miss about the older WWE games. You see how it has a little Titantron thing? I'm not going to get copyrighted, hopefully, because of that. Because, it's maybe the music, though. CM Punk. Yeah. So, I'm going to show you guys something else also. I think it's cheat modes, of course. But my WWE, we're going to go back to this. Now, you go to options. You can change a lot of things, of course, from here. But in options, you have this little gem right here. And it's actually pretty cool. It's Undertaker vs. Edge WrestleMania 24. And like I said, love it. Love it. And a preview of the Legends of WrestleMania. Another cool thing about this particular game itself was the fact that you could actually put your wrestlers from this game in the Legends of WrestleMania game, which I thought was pretty cool. So if you want a John Cena versus Hulk Hogan or Andre the Giant versus the Big Show, you could do that. Let's go take a look at the roster real quick. Exhibition. But the roster, like I said, probably when the game came out, probably was a little bit outdated. But you have the usuals, of course, Undertaker, Triple H, Umaga, or how William Regal says, Umanga. You have Victoria. And then on this game, you didn't have wrestlers separated into different categories. You just have them going in alphabetical order. Of course, William Regal. We also have Zack Ryder. Look at Zack Ryder with long hair. But this is, of course, when him and Kurt Hawkins were known as the Edgeheads, or with Edge faction at the time. Ashley Mazzaro, rest in peace. We also have Batista, Beth Phoenix. I believe this is the first game for Beth Phoenix. Big Daddy V. Believe it or not, this would be the first game that you would see Mabel, Big Daddy V, what you want to call him. But this is the first game he was back on a WWE game since, I believe, SmackDown, Know Your Role. Big Show. Lock, we have some Lockers, of course, but like I said, Brian Kendrick, I was just talking about. We also have Candice Michelle, Carlito. I spit in the face for people who don't want to be cool. Chavo Guerrero, Chris Jericho, baby. Chuck Palumbo. You will remember me. But actually, nobody really remembers you, Chuck. But of course, he had a really good thing with Billy and Chuck, and of course, he's in WCW. And it's kind of weird having him right by the Undertaker right here, considering that he has a biker gimmick in this game. CM Punk. This would actually be the second game that would feature Punk. The first one, of course, being 2008 SmackDown vs. Raw. Cody Rhodes making his debut. Kurt Hawkins, Edgehead right there. Of course, the rated R superstar Edge. Elijah Burke. He did make his debut in 2008. We also have Festus. Festus, of course, with the repackaged, of course, of Luke Gallows. And, of course, he would be one of the greats in the New Japan Wrestling and so forth. I come back to the WWE and be him and Kyle Anderson getting jobs like every week in WWE. But, yeah, Bullet Club. We also have Finlay. We have the Great Khali. Hardcore Holly. JBL. Jeff Hardy. Or Mike Adamle would say, Jeff Harvey. We have Jesse, of course, with Jesse and Festus. I used to love that song, though. Biscuits and gravy! But we have Julian. We have Jimmy Wang Yang. I believe this would be the only game that he'd be in the SmackDown vs. Raw series. John Cena, of course, the people have called, they've spoken, they said John Cena has to be in every WWE game, period. Even if I don't actually wrestle anymore, I still will be in every WWE game. It's only on the contract. My name is John Cena, and I should have been the one to take over the screen. And I should have been the one to take your soul. Okay, hold up that man. This is not the time or the place. What's the time and the place for you to rest in peace? And we got John Morrison, who just recently made his return to the WWE. We also have my boy, JTG, Crime Time. I used to love Crime Time. Kane. We have Kelly Kelly. We have Kofi Kingston. This is his debut in the series. Lance Cage. Rest in peace. We have Maria. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry, who people think I look like. Matt freaking Hardy. He wasn't broken yet in here. We have Melina. We have Michelle McCool. Mickey James. The Myth. And this would be his first time appearing in the WWE games. Mr. Kennedy. Mr. McMahon. MVP. Montel Vontavious Porter. Paul London. Randy Orton. Rey Mysterio. Santino Marella. And of course Chad, because you got GT, so you got Crime Time. Lord Breaking Shawn Michaels. The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. WrestleMania. Book it, Vince. Wait a minute. Hold on. It was booked twice. My bad. The Gold Standard, Shelton Benjamin. I hate how they're doing him on WWE now. The Innovator of Violence, Tommy Dreamer. And like I said, once again, you had ECW and SmackDown and Raw in this game. The Trevor Murdoch, who's doing things in NWA Power. In the game, we're doing back in the circles. Okay. But it's not a big roster, but it's still a SmackDown roster. But yeah, man, SmackDown versus Raw 2009 was kicked in the ass for being this, for being that. But all in all, I think it was still a really good series. This is like hardcore gameplay right now. And I'm just going to pick a wrestler. Let's see if we can do a random, I guess. I'm just going to pick that computer versus computer because I don't want to sit there and do too much. Because, I'm trying to do it with a cell phone. Because I want to go back to the old school way. How it used to be. Back in 2009, matter of fact, when I started doing videos on YouTube. So this video makes it, let's see, get some high flyer action. Let's get Chris Jericho. And another thing they took away from this game from compared to 2008 also was, as you can see, if I select a particular wrestler. Let's see, someone's got a little yeah, John Morrison. But as you can see, I click the wrestler and then it says select manager and whatnot. But if I click it again, it doesn't give anything as it relates to whether they have a dirty tactic or certain things, because that was on 2008. I thought that was pretty cool that they had that particular feature, especially like we played as a hardcore wrestler. They had a hardcore ability if you were a brawler and so forth. I don't really know why it was took out of 2009's version. But yeah, it was pretty cool, you know. You got the rules and all that, but you know, we're just playing a normal match. Cyber Sunday is one of the arenas. I like how the arena selects would be like at the bottom, where you still have the wrestler preview screen of the wrestlers. And I just loved how they actually had the wrestlers look almost kind of like it looked like it was kind of like real, but looked like it was more digital in, like they added more feature in parts of it. You know what I thought would have been always cool? We're just going to go on Raw. You want to tell you what I thought would always have been cool if you could put the wrestlers on Legends of WrestleMania, but it would have been cool if you could put those wrestlers from Legend of WrestleMania on WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2009. I think it would have been cool, and that way you could have had a different gameplay experience. A lot of people said they didn't like Legends of Wrestling. I mean, Legends of WrestleMania gameplay, but I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, this is the one where you had the the more metal version of his theme song. And believe it or not, the visuals on this game are, to me, pretty awesome. Even to even to today's standards, because I think look at the detail of Chris Jericho. And like I say, all of it to me looked really good. I mean, at the time, when this game came out, you had a lot of things that were going pretty good, like the hair features, the way the hair looked. Of course, like as the wrestlers throughout the match, sweat features, you name it, it was there. Break the walls down, motherfucker! Yeah! So we're breaking down the walls, people. Oh, look at that dirty wall. You can wipe it down. Hey, Jason. What's up, man? What up, skull face part of Jason? This is John Morrison. Now listen, this ain't no make-believe. Now watch this, I love the slow-mo, isn't it? Oh, watch it. Oh. John Morrison. It's looking like he's spaced out on a whole lot of fucking X pills. I am the pioneer. I am the shaman of sexy. I am the master of the starship pain. I am higher than high can be right now. I'm on so many fucking narcotics, it makes no sense. I'm making this belt float by itself, it's not even in my hand. Shaman, I'm sexy. Watch this. Parkour bitches. Look at the belt. Kind of also like how the belts were on this game. They looked like they actually wore championship belts. They were not too small. Look at the little gallows when he was fastest. That breaks my slap at my nose.
There's the bell, and here we go.
And by the way, I forgot to say, this was also the return of Chris Jericho, by the way. Because believe it or not, Chris Jericho was not even in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Which I found pretty weird. Because why would he have not been in that game? I thought that was crazy. I know he was in 2006, and of course he took a hiatus in 2007, but I just thought it was kind of weird because Chris Jericho made his return to the WWE, believe it or not, in 2007 in the actual wrestling. So I thought it was kind of weird that he wasn't in 2008. But, you know that. The Shaman of sexy. Beautiful split leg moonsault. And yeah, man, John Morrison is back, and isn't that sweet? I like it. I know that The Miz and him are going to end up fighting the New Day, which is, to me is going to be a fucking epic fucking feud. I hope they don't just have it be one match. But then again, WWE doesn't do that, do they? They tend to water shit down to the point where I know some people were talking about the match with Alexa Bliss teaming up with her buddy Nikki Cross, and they were taking on the team of Fire and Ice. And to be honest, Fire and Desire, I don't know why I said that. But it's like someone said on a comment, I was looking at the video, one of them said, how many times is WWE going to do this? I just don't. Maybe this is, WWE to me has always been a part of our conscious as a wrestling thing, but I hope they do improve a little bit better than what they've been doing. I feel for them right now. They're going through a lot as it relates to the stock market and all that. So yeah. Oh, neck breaker by John Morrison. And another thing about this game, as it relates to other SmackDown vs. Raw games, is the fact that, like right now, I'm playing on Raw. You got Jerry the King Lawler, and you have Jim Ross. You have different commentating teams for different brands. So if you do ECW, different commentators. You do SmackDown, different commentators. So that's another cool thing I liked about the older WWE games. It brought a little validity, if you will, and I think I might be using that in the right sentence. I don't know. But it would be cool if they had the games now. Like, if you're playing NXT, why the hell am I hearing Michael Cole? Why is Michael Cole even talking in the NXT arena? It should be commentators that are in the NXT, on the NXT show. And so forth for either SmackDown and Raw, because that is what you're playing on. And then if you, let's say, play in an arena like it's different or not even a part of the WWE universe, have those different commentators as well. Just to make a little bit more of an authentic feel to the different game modes that they're playing and so forth.
Oh my gosh, he might make his opponent tap right here.
Man, John Morris is giving Y2J the business, right? Oh, heel kick. I still gotta say that the graphics on this game to me are still bar none. I can literally say that, man. Beautiful running, spinning, naked and breaking and breaking.
Even these trained professionals.
Come on, baby! Come on, Jericho, you were too close to the ropes. Oh, look at that! Oh, did he? Yes, he did. He went for a split leg Starship Pain. I did not know he could just go for it like that.
What a kickback!
Oh.
John Morrison is as strong as he is flexible.
Chris Jericho's like, where am I at and what day is it? He's going for a submission. Rope break.
And there's the submission. There might not be any way out.
Why are you doing this to me, Junior? Oh, wait a minute. Could he be going for it? Oh my goodness, it's over with. Oh, it's over with. It's over with. It's done. Count it down. John Morrison wins. An upset, if I may say it, if I will. John Morrison wins. And Rey Mysterio is there to point his finger at John Morrison and say, "Right." But as you can see, John Morrison.
Here's your winner.
I guess we look at the sweat figure after the match. You gotta do it right, man. The winner of the match, John Morrison. It's my little Howard Finkel. Wait a minute, over. Now attack left foot. Get the fuck out of the way, bitch. Show the fans what time it is. Oh, look at the sweat, man. Good sweat. He's already got 8 abs, 6 packs. But yeah, this has been a rough review of WWE 2. I was going to say 2K again. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. This is Jughead82 signing off.